Okay, my phone just likes to stop recording for some reason. This is the third time doing it, but I'm gonna make this a part 2 to it. Also, while I'm making these videos about truth, every time I spit real truth, I have people driving crazy, from civilians to truck drivers. And he looks at me crazy while I'm doing it. I'm like, I look at you like, why are you speeding in a parking lot for trucks? You're gonna act normal too and shit. Like it's normal. And it's a black man too. He goes, hey, I'm a thug. I'm gonna leave that alone. Anywho. Yeah, and we got a lot of people spazzing right now around me. Fuck it, that's not the subject. The subject on part 2 of this. The most people in prison are from single mother homes. Increasingly so on black women. Even though the ratio of black people in America are lowering. Keep that number in mind, even though you can look it up, I'm not gonna tell you, but it's facts. Census. And all those people in jail, I don't know, I'm gonna overlap this. Either murderous, psychics, rapists, psychologically disturbed, single mother homes, more so black. STD rates, single mothers, even more so blacks. And it's not a race thing. I'm just calling it for how it is. And like it could be a simple shift of, hey, stop using the Willie Lynch system of the tactics brought to you by government to be empowered to destroy your own family. You don't even need, okay, fuck it, we don't need a man. What about community? Oh, you only want community of people that only promote homosexuality, dysfunction, liberalism. Who are you liberating from? Oh, you mean the people that just fired you in mass? That? Because no, you don't adhere to any of us or any other race. When in reality, every other race is willing to go with black men except for our own women, because they were taught by their hateful ass mothers to hate us. Like, and it's not because they hate you, black women, they hate us. They hate everything about us because they were trained to do that. It's fuck it, hold on. It's biblical. You are second in command from the original man. And you come from that, and since the Garden of Eden, since the Genesis, yes, play on words, motherfucker. Since the Genesis, you've been taught to betray everything that's good for you, everything that will protect you, everything that will love you. And you're taught to adhere to everything that will destroy you. Hold on, you got a motherfucker coming my way to talk. Nope, I guess not. And I guess he was taking a picture of the little ding I did on top. But anywho, got a bunch of people spazzing. Sorry, I'm sorry. These distractions are crazy. When I'm on foot, I can check people more often because you're gonna have to look me in the eyes. You feel me, nigga? But anywho, let me check my clock and change that. But that dysfunction stems from the black mother that was a Jezebel, that was a succubus, is a succubus, and probably is rotting in hell right now or about to. And it stems from the ones before that. And actually, it's not all of them, because my grandmother was great. One of them. The other one was a piece of shit and was like the ground foundation of first wave feminism, second wave feminism. And, you know, somewhere in the middle, like the children, the parents of the baby boomers. And the other one was dedicated, loyal to family and husband even after my grandfather and my mom's had passed. And you can see the effects of how it does to create dysfunctional people like my parents. And weak minds, which are in plenty, it passes it on, male or female. This is not a gender thing. And this is the devil's plot. And women take, I'm sorry, It's biblically proven. Y'all are quick to take onto the devil's plot real quick. Oh, it's okay to eat this fruit. It's okay to go among the seed of wickedness. If it's titled something else, just go along with it. You get rewards, even though that's basically like prostitution. If you know it's bad for you and everyone else around you, go against the man. Who's going to protect you? Go against your foundation and your genesis. They like to have a backwards world of saying that everybody came from a woman, when scientifically speaking, you only have half of the chromosomes needed for all of humanity. Of women, you're XX. Men is XY. All the scientist has to do is split a man's gene down, and he can recreate women if we were going extinct, and make those two have sex, and you have men and women again. But if there's only women, we're fucked. As a human race, as a human species. If there was a scientist magically that was female, that was genetic for gene modification, which there isn't. But if there magically was, they would need a male specimen of an XY chromosome. So scientifically speaking, if a woman's God, it'd only be a demigod at best. But facts mean nothing. And yes, there's immaculate birth, but God's is man, based off of that. But when you remove facts from situations, all these conversations are only offensive because, well, that's not how I feel. I don't feel right. And it doesn't feel right, and you don't feel, something's wrong. It's just not, you want ownership and control until you have to face the wolves outside. So you have to fight the wild animals and beasts. Then you don't want control. When somebody's robbing the house, you don't want control. When you have to fight off an army, you don't want control. When you have to build a foundation in the community and defend it to the death, you don't want control. The mother doesn't, literally and metaphorically speaking, have the balls to take the position that they claim to be as a boss bitch and all that. You were forced to. But it's because your mothers and your mother's mothers were forced to. But it's not, or chose to, or believe they chose to. But it's not your duty. You're not in position. And again, not to pass blame, but my mother is like, a lot of black women give themselves up, all those things in peace, they give themselves up to demonic spirits. And I only aim at you, black women and black men, because you fall victim to this, because you're the leader of a lot of things, even if the rest of the world don't want to give you that fact. And it's nothing to do with pride. You have so many people that steal our dance, Korean pop, they steal our music, hip hop, rap, rock and roll, literally all music, the inventions of music and our inventions in itself. They steal your imagery, your clothing, your swag, your style. They steal your religion. The people that own the people that you think that are powerful, the Jewish, they got their religion from who? We're the oldest, we're not only the oldest people, the oldest Bible on the planet is from Ethiopia, which are black people. And this is nothing to do with pride, this is to do with facts. Even if they're not looking, they're looking at you. And with second command, you have black women that, instead of understanding their position as the supposedly mother of the family unit of creation of the rest of the races and the rest of the people and of our own, you take the yard. You're lesser than the dog. You choose the position that's lesser than the dogs. And many family and bloodlines and generations down the line, no one realizes that we're following everybody with our eyes wide open right into hell. Well, men, black men especially, you don't have to. You have passport bros to find other women. You can, and there are other melanated women that are not in the U.S. or the first world countries that are brainwashed in feminism. you can excommunicate people that are demonic and devilish. And you don't tolerate people that are demonic and devilish. And I've done this so, and it's at the beginning it's alienating, but it's revealing. These people secretly work witchcraft on you. My own family, they work with, like, my dad's a pastor and he's worked with a witch. There's a lot of people that are like this. Like who's that nigga with P. Diddy that been doing gay shit? You know what I mean? There's a lot of weird background shit that goes on that doesn't need to be going on. But you don't have to allow it. You need to close all doors spiritually to all these wicked people, regardless if they look like you or not. You know, regardless if they're in your bloodline or not. Anyways, as this is like what, the 5th try of making all these videos, and this is going to be the 2nd part. I'm going to cut it down short. You know, like and subscribe and all that good jazz. But remember, God knows your value. And if you want to know yours, and if you want to do you, you're going to have to be honest about people in your life and the people around you. Until next time.